Good morning guys, welcome back to Alan's Allotment. It's the 6th of June 2021. Hope everybody's staying safe, being practical and keeping themselves out of harm's way as always. First off, apologies for the noise in the background. It's boiling hot. It was supposed to be a bit cooler today, hence the reason for the white t-shirt, try and reflect the sun. I'm pretty exhausted today from the last couple of days. However, I'm determined to get in there and get these two lofts done. Even if I only get one done, it's a bonus, but we'll try and get them both done. So today I'm aiming to just get those done, and if I've got time and energy, I'm going to start to sort out the hens into the new clean lofts that we've got finished, and the youngsters. And I've brought a book up with me and a pen to write down what each of the youngsters are off, because my memory doesn't serve me as well as it used to, and we better put down what they are while it's still relatively fresh in my mind and what they're off, so that next year when we come for breeding we know what's what came off what, and the best to pair together. I'm just going to have this cup of coffee as usual. It was a little bit later when I came up today. I was a bit tired and I had a bit of a lie until 8 o'clock this morning. Came up, done all the birds and everything, and it's now 10:30. I'm just going to have this cup of coffee and then I'm going to make a start on the lofts. Right guys, one down, one to go. So we've got the big one done first. So here we have the ice, and we've removed the windy youngsters off, and they're on pot eggs. Then we have the check hen with the almond, and they're on one of their own youngsters, and a youngster off the white check Trigonino and the young blondie neck cock. Moving up, we've got the white check Lebanon with the F1 black hen. They're on pot eggs. Then we've got another youngster in here off the frill stencil cock, the black Lebanon frill stencil with his Andalusian daughter. That's the one we missed the ring on. They just grow so much faster than the normal pigeons. Then in here we've got these two youngsters here, are also off the white check Trigonino and young blondie neck cock. Up here we have the brown hen, and they're back on one egg. It is full, but whether it hatches or not, I don't know. And then we've got the white bar cock with the indigo hen, and they're now sitting the eggs off the frill stencil Andalusian and toy stencil split frill stencil white bar cock, and they're sitting on their eggs. Moving down, we've got the white almond cock carrying brown with the dark check hen, and they're sitting on pot eggs. Moving down, we have our satinette hen, brown satinette hen, brown lace, paired to the Lebanon white check cock, and she's actually sitting in the pot, but there's nothing in it. The last egg got broke. Then we've got the two indigos on pot eggs, and then we've got the almond hen back down on eggs, and this is the one we're going to see if we can get two almonds out for Mark and do a bit of a swap with. So there we go again guys, all nicely cleaned out. That's another one done, another good jobbed, and we're good to go for a while guys in here. Everything was just going to move on to pot eggs now, so there's two there, one up there, 3, 4, 5. We're letting those hatch, and we're letting those hatch. Everything else will just keep getting moved onto pot eggs. Oh, we're going to let the brown barless hatch if it does hatch. Everything else we'll just keep putting fresh nest pans in back into the side where they should be as they get fed up of the eggs, the pot eggs. Let them go again, put them back on pots until we've finished all and weaned off all the youngsters, and then they'll all be parted guys. Right, one down, one to go. As you can see guys, they're all out here having a nice cool bath. So we've put a bath in there for them now as well, and it's so hot today, it really is so hot. and just cool all the birds down. I do like this frizzle stencil cock. He's a big bird, but we're trying to bring the size down now, guys. We'd raise some pigeon cross. And I do prefer the frill stencil to the toy. However, most birds are carrying frill and or toy. Right guys, there we go. That's our second shed all finished. All cleaned out. And we've got 3 youngsters left in here and then that's it. The black hen's gone back down on eggs again. Highly unlikely they'll be fertile. We'll wait and see though. But I doubt very much they will be off the old blondie neck cock. So we've got 1 youngster in here off this white bar cock and his own youngster in there. And then we've got the youngster off the Qualmond and the check hen next door in the top. And this is finished, pretty much finished in here guys. All cleaned out, all the floor ripped up, all down in there done as well. And it was hard work, but yes, another good jobbed. Right guys, you guessed it, I'm back in the shed having a cup of coffee to rehydrate. I've actually been sitting here about 20 minutes. I'm absolutely wiped out. Right, so the black hen off that's paired to the old blondie neck cock has gone back down on 2 eggs again. Now it's very highly unlikely that those eggs are fertile. I think the old blondie neck cock's had it from a fertility point of view. However, if they do fill, I will be letting them hatch. And then that will be it in that shed. So we're hoping for a nice highlight at the end of the year off the Andalusian frill stencil and the white bar split toy stencil split frill stencil. I'm hoping and praying to get 2 stencils out of those 2 eggs. It would be nice, but either way there'll be F2s, whichever way. We did get 2 stencils off the brown laced satinette and the Lebanon cock. We also got 2 frill stencils out of the white laced Lebanon and F1 black hen. And I think one of those young Andalusians that came off the frill stencil Lebanon cock is going to be frill stencil as well. So, and then of course we've got all the brothers and sisters which are F2s. So we've got quite a number of frill stencils, even as it is. And it turns out I've got a bonus youngster. I've just been in the shed there putting all the grits and minerals in for all the birds. And you remember I placed some nest pans on the floor where the Andalusian frill stencil and white bar cock is, exactly to get the eggs off that pair. Well, it transpires the nest next to it is an F1 toy and frill stencil, no, F1 frill stencil, black cock, who paired himself to a white check toy Trigonino, and one of them's hatched. So I have a bonus youngster I didn't plan, but who knows, we might get another frill stencil on that one guys, so we'll leave it and see what happens. I'm going to have this cup of coffee. And although I don't really have the energy, I'm going to make a start on sorting the birds into those 2 sheds we got finished yesterday. Right guys, we made a start. Up to now there's 14 birds in here. And this is a mixture of youngsters and the surplus hens that I had. So, first of all we've got a brown check hen who's split for barless. Then we have the toy stencil that I bred last year off that toy stencil black cock. Moving on we have a barless, that's off the ice pair. Then we've got the satinette up there. young black, which is F2 for frill stencil. The old frill stencil who can't lay eggs anymore, and I've just noticed she's got a big growth on her back end. She's just going to see her days out, guys. A fantail hen, a yellow hen that came out of almonds, my Dutch almond hen, which was underutilised this year, and we have another barless, off the barless brown. We have a frill stencil, a satinette, and then we have a frill stencil off the satinette and another cock, who is a cock. But for now he's in here. We will be separated because I'm going to put some of the younger birds of the second round in the other side with a couple of quiet cocks. Right guys, so what's left in here is all pretty much to go. We've got an indigo pied here which is spoken for, and another indigo pied there which is spoken for. Then I have two black youngsters off the Qualman cock and check hen. One has a ring and one doesn't. They're available for £20 for the two. If you're interested, let me know before I put them on the website. I'm keeping the brown spread. I'm keeping the Andalusian. So there's a little recessive red here for sale. These two young ice that we've just put in here, they're also for sale. What's left in this shed is the reduced Trigonino. So she's a reduced. She's available. The opal pied hen is available. The ice off the first nest is available. And there's an F1 toy frill stencil young bird there. If you're interested, let me know before I actually put them up on the website, guys. And back in the other loft that we done yesterday, guys, and we've got a nice frill stencil there. So all the blacks in here are all F1 for frill stencil or F2 or frill stencil. So we have a blue frill stencil, we have a black frill stencil, we have the little Trigonino F1 frill stencil with the and reduced. We've got an Andalusian indigo bar, and we've got the little blondinette Trigonino cross in here, and then we've got two cockbirds which are frill stencil satinettes, and that's all that's in here, guys. So a good day's work. Right guys, and that rounds up today's video. That's me wiped out, well and truly. I did get a couple of days rest this week, so that's a bonus. And I've got, in these last 3 days, I've got some really big jobs out of the way now. And I'm well pleased. So now those birds are out of this bottom shed down here, that big loft is empty, where we had the hens. And that'll get bottomed out, no doubt, either next weekend or the weekend after, depending on how I feel, guys, and what else crops up that needs doing. So yeah, we've got quite a number of frill stencils and F1s and F2s to play with next year. And we've brought the size down in most cases. So yeah, we'll be using some different birds to different birds next year. And we'll be swapping some of the hens over with the frill stencils that we used this year in the breeding loft. So we've got new blood and a better selection to pick from. I'm probably eventually going to wean all the other colours out and then just end up with the frill stencils. I can see that's probably the way I'm going to go. But we'll wait and see, guys, we'll wait and see. So I'm well and truly whacked out. I'm going for some food. Hope you've enjoyed the little pigeon update, guys. And for now, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, and keep yourselves out of harm's way. I'll see you again in the next video, and thanks for watching.